What is the biggest everyday scam that people put up with? Ink prices. Doesn't even cost them a quarter to manufacture the ink, yet they're selling it $60 plus. LPT for toner. The way your printer detects the level of toner is to continuously shine a laser, or infrared, beam from a source to a receiver. This beam goes through plastic windows on your toner cartridge. When the cartridge is full, the beam can't make it to the receiver, but as the toner is used, the beam can be detected. To avoid this, place duct tape over the plastic windows, and the beam can never make it. I seriously got over 500 more pages by doing this trick. Edit, whoa, this had an awesome response. Thanks for the silver. Since I'm now on desktop, here is a post on Frugal from way back in 2011 on the topic. And here is a photo diary article showing how to do it, at least for brother printers. I seriously got over 500 more pages by doing this trick. Do printer manufacturers hate you? Printer manufacturers hate everyone. Edit, and this is my second most popular comment ever. Paying service fees when paying for something online. Delivery charge on tickets that you are printing at home is another one. Delivery charge for will call tickets. Like WTF? For that you can at least argue that they have to pay staff to deal with handing out the tickets at will call. Printing at home actually saves them money, and they still sometimes charge you for it. Why can't we live in a world where we don't have to expect that any call from a number not in our contacts is a scam or spam 99% of the time? Textbooks, at least at us universities. Depending on the subject, they can cost anywhere from $100 to $400 used per book. New editions are released annually to ensure that the content remains up to date. And the price remains high. For an egregious example, I had a graduate-level economics course that required a $300 textbook, $150 when rented for the semester, which actually had an international version available online that was the exact same book but instead cost $60 retail. The only thing is that the book was listed as being not for distribution in the US. I spent $150 on a lab manual this semester and it didn't even have any binding, just the pages. Duck them, seriously. One of our lab manuals was a PDF file that we had to print ourselves. Still $150. A bunch of kids in my lab didn't get their manual until 2 months in because the publisher didn't have enough copies. They still had to pay full price. Don't even get me started on Pearson and their online labs. Bolt-on fees for bullshit that takes no time at all and generally doesn't have a material cost. Booking fees and the like, I'm looking at you. The fact I am getting 5 to 10 spoofed number spam calls a day now. That should be punishable by mob beatings and being fed to pigs. Edit. To make matters worse, I have a small business and advertise my cell number. So I have to answer every call all courteously because it might be a new client. Edit 2. Oh my, it's such an honor to have a comment blow up like this. So many people to thank. I of course have to thank the karma whore that reposted a mass question to AskReddit. Where would this community be without all you hard-working hoes? And of course the real heroes, the spammers. Those asshats that make it impossible for me to find a number on my recent calls list. Seriously, eat shit and die. And then get eaten by pigs and shit out as pig shit. And finally, to all the peeps that voted, thank you. Stay in school, eat your broccoli, and maybe one day you too will be the 200th person to mention the same thing on one post and for some reason have it go ape shit crazy popular. Now as soon as I find out where to cash this fancy karma, I'm outta here, you filthy peasants. Somebody called me the other day. I answered in hopes of pressing 9 or whatever to be put on the do not call list or get a real person and say take me off your list. They usually just hang up immediately, but whatever. It was a real person that got a phone call from my number. I was pissed off to be getting calls, now I'm more pissed that my own number has been used for this spoofing shit. I get 4 or 5 of those a month. I'm getting tired of explaining to old people that no, I did not call you, my number was spoofed. Yes, that is a thing that happens, quite a lot now, and please stop calling me back repeatedly. I am not a telemarketer and was not the one that interrupted your nap, you nasty old bitch. I try to do my part and tell every old person I care about. If you don't have a number saved in your phone, you don't know who is calling, do not answer the call. Never pick up the phone for a number you don't know. If they really need to talk to you, they will leave a message and you can call them back and save their number for next time. It's really sad that this is common practice now. I rarely ever answer my calls anymore, And I've even started not listening to my voicemails as often. I get spam voicemails too, which I never knew was a thing. Paying a giant cable bill to watch commercials. Edit, thank you for the gold. 50% sale on every ducking shop window. If you've paid for something that isn't at least 30% off when at Kohl's, then you are doing it wrong. At Christmas, my in-laws spend half the day recounting how much of a discount they got off each present and the amount of Kohl's cash they either used or received from the purchase. It's like a sport to my spouse's family. They fell for it. Razor blade prices. Winston, you got any razor blades I could have? Not one, I've been using the same one for 6 months myself. That damn book never ceases to be relevant. If you tell the truth, I won't get mad. Which usually turns into no, I'm not mad. And then 2 minutes later, I just think it's funny how. Not with my dad. He went straight to the belt when I told him the truth. Learned to lie quick when he said that. My grandfather made my cousins and I develop an awesome hearing. I can sense if someone is removing a belt from 2 blocks away. College textbooks. You change a goddamn picture and release it as a new version and broke college kids have to buy it. It's the goddamn worst. Pearson is worse. Doug Pearson. Your answer was, Doug Pearson, incorrect. The correct answer is, fuck Pearson. You're too accurate for this world. Susan G. Komen Foundation. People love this shit, for some reason. I hate that. You make a donation? Most of that money pays the board of execs. Barely any goes to research. They're about awareness, not research. Them, pay us and we'll make you feel bad about cancer. Me, I know cancer is bad. Them, pay us anyway so we can tell the others. Having to give your email address out to basically any company you buy something from so they can spam your inbox. Yes, I'm aware you can unsubscribe, but it's a pain in the ass. I've got a life to live and it doesn't involve meticulously curating my email inbox on a regular basis. This is why I have a Gmail account that is strictly for junk mail. I know the password for it so I can log in to verify if I need to, but otherwise, I never check it. Okay, I forgot my password to this site I use like once a year at most. Just going to reset it. Go into the mail account it's connected to and I got 5,000 emails since last I was here. Direct-to-consumer prescription drug marketing. People shouldn't go to the doctor and ask for a drug they saw on a commercial by name. That's just insane to me. Commercials like that are illegal in my country. You can only advertise over-the-counter medicine. Only legal in the US and New Zealand. Apparently Canada also allows it, but with some restrictions. I love the 5 seconds of commercial, followed by 55 seconds of disclaimers while showing non-sequitur video unrelated to the product. May cause death. Jilly Juice, the woman gets destroyed on Dr. Phil about her pseudoscience yet she's still making a killing. If Dr. Phil says no, then it must be really bad. Well, it's rotten cabbage sun tea that causes horrific diarrhea. Beautiful waterfalls. She claims it can cure the gay and regrow limbs. It was a spectacle that neither Dr. Phil nor the producers of his show had to engineer much. Ah, okay. So they knowingly gave a scammer a platform to spew bullshit for ratings. Sounds like the good old Dr. Phil I know. In this, he didn't bring her on the show to talk about how good the diet is, but to call her bullshit out, and she turned out to be such a narcissist that it worked out for everyone. For her. For Dr. Phil. For my cathartic schadenfreude. We were all winners that day. Except for the people who are having waterfalls. I've been watching a lot of videos on that woman and it's insane how many people basically poison themselves with salt because of her. She made a video literally calling her following a shit cult.